This is van build number 30, and did we build the perfect van for a retired couple that is looking to travel with a Happy Jack bed lift system? I think so. When you first come in, this is probably a little familiar. Got our kitchen, got some storage. I'm going to talk through this front area and then we'll move our way to the back. So up front, we have a small closet here for extra storage. We also have a headliner shelf, which we have made our own version of the brackets because we wanted a downslope on it. One thing that is great to store up here is window covers. So having that downslope on the headliner shelf is actually really nice because then you won't have stuff flying out while you're driving. Again, these are things we have learned after 30 van builds. So those are going to be in our van build shop linked down below if you are interested in that. Brackets and everything come with it. The passenger seat does swivel around and we are going to be mounting a lagoon up here. Clients are picking up tomorrow, and less little things. If you've ever finished a van, you know how many little things go into finishing. So there will be a table up here that you can actually sit and hang out and work at. We have this beautiful kitchen with a matte black faucet from Delta and this nice matte black sink and our solid surface countertop, which just turned out so beautifully. I love the undermounted style here. We actually fabricated our solid surface in-house. We're finally doing that ourselves after all these van builds. Nice little backsplash here. And this was actually what the client picked out as far as a tile backsplash goes. This is actually just peel and stick wallpaper, and she really wanted this color tied in throughout her van. I think it looks beautiful. In the kitchen, we have 6 drawers for storage, so tons of storage here, and storage underneath the sink where we also have a water filter so they can actually drink the water from their faucet. At the end of the kitchen, we have some climate control options here. It's our S-Bar diesel heater controller at the end of the kitchen, which is located underneath the passenger seat. You can set the temperature on this, run it all night long with no issues. We have our light switch here that is on a dimmer, so it controls the lights on the ceiling. And then this is our water pump switch here at the end of the kitchen. Now, speaking of water, let's talk about this gorgeous bathroom. This is the Palisade vinyl wall tile in a different color. It's called Rain Cloud. Everything will be linked down below in the blog post if you want to know what faucet we use, what shower fixtures, all of that fun stuff. This one is a little bit different than our standard wet bath because it has the dry flush toilet from Laveo. This thing is actually pretty cool because it's all self-contained. It essentially works by you peeing and pooping in there and you can flush it, and it's essentially just seals it up super tight and gives you, I think, like 30 flushes to a cartridge or something like that. And then once it's full, you take out the whole thing, dispose of that, and then put a whole new cartridge in. It comes with like the pee powder too. So really great option if you don't want tanks underneath your van, basically like aluminum foil for your poop and your pee. And then we have our shower in here, and we did the black Nautilus shower door with the stripes. I think this ties in beautifully with their design. We have a lot of white oak finishes in here for the cabinetry, and then the white shiplap, and then our black accent with the hardware, faucet, shower door. I think it all just ties together super nice. Again, this is something clients get to choose, is all of their design finishes, and I think this one turned out beautifully. One great thing about doing white oak cabinetry, which most of our clients are moving toward for the rest of this year and into next year, is that it won't scuff like paint does. So that's super nice. It will hold up really well and is also just really gorgeous. We have one upper cabinet in the kitchen area for storage, and we've got our latch on there so you can see how to pull a little hard. So a good amount of storage there. And then on the driver's side, we have a 130 liter isotherm fridge. Has a freezer compartment at the top, and this is like really big for a van. I love this fridge, and we did elevate it a little bit because this is for an older couple and they're adventurous and fun, so I know that having that not down on the floor will be great for them. Above that, we have our microwave, again, great option. And then above that, we have our electrical control panel, as well as our Happy Jack bed lift switch. So that's where you access all that, and still storage on the side of that, and then one big drawer down below. Now let's talk about the really fun part behind me, which is the bed area. This van is not necessarily made to sleep 4 people. These clients actually wanted the Happy Jack bed lift because they don't want to make their bed every day. I totally get that. They wanted the dinette area to hang out, be able to eat, and have a table to sit at. Then at night, they want to be able to just push a button, lower the bed down, and go to sleep. So let's head to the back. So in the rear, they have their nice dinette area with the Lagoon tables pedestal, which does come in black now. Exciting news. So they can have their lounge space. We have this TV on a swivel, and then our Happy Jack bed lift system up above. These clients opted for a vinyl fabric for their cushions, which is actually great for ease of cleaning. So back here we have a switch for the lights on the ceiling above the Happy Jack bed, so when you drop this down you can still turn those lights on. That's pretty much it as far as back here goes. Still did our nice picture frame windows back here and kept them white just to keep everything seamless back here. I think this van turned out beautifully. So we will get the bed lowered, show you guys that, talk about the back details, plumbing, electrical, all that fun stuff. Here we go.
Every van we build is custom for the client. These clients had a list of things they really wanted to fit in this van, and it was really important to us to make sure that we also kept it within weight specs and not go over the GVRW. Also, figuring out how to configure all of the things they wanted in a very small space, like a TV. This was actually one of the big challenges of this build because this bed lift system has to go up and down. So we were really limited. Obviously, you want the bed to be able to watch the TV when you're in bed, which is up here, or when you're hanging out in dinette mode. We couldn't mount it over here. We were really limited. So what we came up with is a mount that is solid. So this is an RV mount. When they're driving down the road, this isn't going to move. You pull this pin, it releases, so you can put this anywhere you want to watch TV at this point. But if you're bringing the bed down, it'll actually pivot and swivel all the way over here. So we are clear of the bed lift system and can drop the bed down. How cool is this? I'm not gonna bring it all the way down because obviously we still have their table up. So this is the same Happy Jack bed lift system that we have in our personal van. These clients are in their mid-70s and they have had a couple of RVs before. They've had a Pleasureway, so they are familiar with the Sprinter chassis. They knew that was what they wanted for ease of use and driving, but at the same time, they wanted the dinette space and didn't want to have to convert that into a sleeping space every night. Can be a little bit challenging getting your comforter on, your sheets, all of that stuff. So instead, with this Happy Jack bed lift system, they can hang out down below, push the button, drop the bed down, and then they are ready for bedtime. Now, let's talk about power and plumbing in this van. This van has 810 amp hours of Battle-Born lithium batteries. That powers their 3000 watt inverter, so they have plenty of power to run an induction cooktop, even the microwave that we installed. That's a 12 volt Dometic RTX 2000 air conditioner. It is built for comfort. It also has 33 gallons of fresh water, which is inside the bench on the driver's side, a 2.5 gallon water heater, which is hooked up to the inverter, but also on an interrupter switch. So every time they turn on their inverter, they're not pulling 1500 watts, heating up hot water when they don't need to. Really, this van is ready to hit the road. We're so excited they're flying in and picking this thing up tomorrow. We didn't do as much on the exterior of this van as we have on others, but we still did quite a bit. This van has the Illumina side ladder, so they can get up and clean their 200 watt solar panel. They also have the WineGuard cell phone and Wi-Fi booster mounted on the roof. So you can see again, they have the RTX 2000 air conditioner. And one thing they requested, which I never thought about before, but I think is really cool, is they wanted to color match the cover on the AC unit to the iridium silver of the van. They just thought it was sticking out a little bit too much without having the roof rack around, and I agree, it looks great. Additionally, we are big on performance on these vehicles. We see a lot of vans that come into our shop built by other builders, and they did nothing on the suspension. So with the weight that we added, we did beef up the rear leaf spring, did a full leaf spring replacement for a 5,400 pound leaf spring. We swapped out the rear shocks to the Falcon shocks from Van Compass. We added beefed up bump stops, all of that good stuff underneath the van, and added the Van Compass Striker 2.0 lift kit so that they have a higher clearance, looks like a 4x4, drives like a rear wheel drive. This is the 2023, so it's the new 10-speed transmission, high output dual turbo. I love driving it. We also added running boards, so it's easy for them to get in and out. And we did not do any of our exterior paint on the outside, but we did do the truck bed spray on the roof after we cut everything in, so they do not have to worry about rust in the future.
Hopefully you enjoyed this van tour. Let us know down in the comments section below what you like about this van. Can't believe this is 30 vans already, and we are almost fully booked for next year. Our contact info is down below if you're looking for a build or even small projects. We really try to fit in as many people into our schedule as we can. Super grateful for our clients, for our team, and everybody for making this happen. And it's beautiful. So that's it for this time. Check out our channel for more van build content if you are doing your own DIY van build. We'll see you guys next time.